Hi everybody, welcome to this free video guide for the round shown of this Legacy 9-hole Cup division, also displayed on screen. These are tournament wins. Before of course we bring you the details, so please hit thumbs up and subscribe to the channel as well. These are replays of old content when this 9-hole Cup was first in the game, so listen carefully to the commentary, take some notes as well, there may be some tweaks needed, but like I said, these are the tournament wins, so hopefully you will be able to build some shots from those. Timestamps in the description down below. Good luck. Here we go. Great opportunity for an eagle here, going with a Kingmaker, 5.8 topspin, 2 bars side spin to the left. I'm going to set up a little bit close to the rough, but it is going to be fine. However, if you are worried about hitting a great left, then you can set up a little bit further to the right and then apply a little bit more left spin instead. So second bounce in the middle of the fairway over the rough and the sand. 5.8 topspin, 2 left spin. Then we are going to adjust max plus 10, power 3, and I make sure I'm favouring 11.59 on this one. If you do pull 12.01, you risk landing directly in the rough, so a slight 11.59 will just guard against any kind of errors that way. Hit perfect, and we are going to need pen and paper. Write down your drive distance here, because you're going to need it for the second shot. We're going to be around 320 to 326. So 326 yards here. I'm playing 42% slider, 0 elevation. Setting up here with the white ring touching the rough with the Hornet level 8 plus. If you don't have the Hornet level 8, then you can go with the runner as well, but the slider adjustments here are for the Hornet, so bear that in mind. I like the ball guide on level 8 of Hornet. So it's going to be around 6 topspin and then whatever left spin to take the ball guide to the hole. In the end, I do just shunt forward a couple of clicks to make sure I'm not going to go short. So 42% slider, 0 elevation for a drive distance of 326. It is of course 2% slider per yard. We have Academy tutorial videos about using the slider and working out different values. Check them out on the channel homepage. Perfect ball with our adjustment here using the slider, drops beautifully for an eagle. Thank you for watching and good luck. Bye for now. Hole in one here, and once again it's going to be the quarterback rough bump because we do have headwind. 3 bars of backspin, 2 bars of side spin to the right. Recommended to keep the wind 8 miles an hour or lower. So if you do have a power 3 wind 4 ball that you don't mind using, if you get high wind, then I would recommend you switch. Find the point there where the bullseye is just over the rough and the ball guide should be going through the hole on the left hand side of the pin. So it's still going through the hole, but make sure it's on the left hand side of the pin. This is because I've been missing right on this one, so we do offset. Max plus 15, power 3 settings. Obviously take note of any wind angle variance you may get according to what I have in the video. On all of my attempts I've had a very similar wind angle though, but this one drops beautifully, so just offset left half of cup as I did there with your max plus 15, great chance for a hole in one. On the drive here I'm going to set up at the max distance line with a power 5 ball and the quarterback. Blue ring touching the rough on the left with quarterback level 9 plus. I go with 1 bar of topspin here. Now I do know there is an occasional risk of a glitch roll. In my testing this morning I've been absolutely fine, but if you are worried then obviously dial back the topspin slightly. Max plus 10 on the adjustment here, so maximum distance, 10% elevation. Obviously if you do have wind in the 11 mile per hour range, I would reduce the topspin anyway because you are going to get more wind push. So do bear that in mind. I do want to play with the sniper for the second shot. Again, if you're conscious of a glitch roll on the drive, lay up shorter and pack the Cataclysm or the big dog. But here we're absolutely fine, around 340 yards. Like I said, playing with the sniper here, 6 top spin, 1 right spin. Then I'm finding the position with the second bounce halfway into the rough. You'll see there is a sticky spot there. And I'm just going to set up at the right hand side of that, still having the ball guide emerging from the rough. Obviously if you do elect to go with the Cataclysm or the big dog, you'll be at a lower plus yardage because you have more distance on your club, but you can set up with the second bounce in the same place. Adjustment here, true club distance, 0 elevation. So as I'm 3 yards away from max, which is plus 22 with the sniper, I play this one 92% slider. Obviously, if you've got a shorter drive and you're at max club, play at max plus 0. So no elevation here. Then, of course, a perfect ball with a sniper, minor great left, minor great right, still going to be fine. And we do get this ball very safely onto the green for an eagle putt. Thank you for watching and good luck. And we have a hole-in-one to show you here in this crosswind angle. Before you add any spin, we are going to find our position. Top of the blue ring touching the bunker, and look at the second bounce just at the edge of the fairway where it meets the rough. So that's before you add any spin. Then we're going with 0.2 bars of top spin and 2 bars of side spin to the left. As always with these par 3s, it is nice if you can keep the wind below 8 miles per hour. 7.7 here, the adjustment is going to be mid-distance, 15% elevation, power 3 numbers. Take note of the wind angle. You may have slightly more headwind, slightly more tailwind. There's always a danger when we do have a level crosswind angle in the game with the variance that you may get. So do pay attention to that and tweak if you can. Perfect ball though, it's going to be a very, very good chance. And here we drop it beautifully for a hole-in-one. We have cross tailwind here. We are going to send it to the green. We need to be aggressive here. So stretch out with power 5 ball, and you'll see there the ball guide just clipping the tree trunk. Should be the first time it clips the left edge of the sequoia. So at max extension with the power 5 ball. Then we let the target fall to rest position and adjust max plus 10. If you're using APOC 4, then you will need to push up 6 or 7 yards. I decide not to with APOC 5, we don't need to do that. Now here, full overpower, it will be a slower needle. I overcurl this shot, so I'm going to put a screenshot with a better illustration of the correct amount of curl. We are still going to be fine on this drive, but you will see it is a bit close to the rough on the right. So at the end of this shot video, I'm going to put the screenshot up with a revised amount of curl, which will be coming up now. So there you see, just draw an imaginary line down through the T-peg. It needs to be touching the tip of the triangle on the left-hand side. So that will be my suggestion. Second shot, if you do have more tailwind on your drive, stronger wind, you are going to get on the green most likely. If you're not, then you can play Endbringer School. We do have a tutorial on that on the channel homepage. You can learn the no-spin method in approximately 4 minutes. So nice and easy and quick to learn. But you stretch out to max club, slider percentage is where the cup stands in between your ball and max. Here I play at 42% slider, as usual 20% elevation with the Endbringer method, and we hit perfect and drop it. But this one is going to be a must eagle if you're going to play competitively for a banner. Please do join us over on Facebook. We have an ever-growing community of players there, over 16,000 members. Head over to Facebook, search for BK Golf Clash and submit your member request there. Free to join, there are free guides posted, lots of shot sharing and discussion points. You can chat and interact with me as well, and loads more over on Facebook. So head over there and search for BK Golf Clash. Now on this par 5, it is quite similar to a wind angle we've had previously. So I'm going to base these shots here from an adjustment we've had in the guide team before from the wonderful Brandon Burke. So please do go and subscribe to Brandon's channel. Excellent expert content to be found there. So add spin, 5 top spin and 3 right spin. And the second bounce just over the rough line, it will be blue ring touching the rough with APOC 5 and 6. Then we adjust max distance 0 elevation, power 3. Push the rings, otherwise the trees and everything else is going to be in the way. We go max overpower and max right curl. You will see we do have a nice slow needle here. However, even then I still managed to hit a minor great right. It is still going to be fine. Now sometimes you will get more of a roll here than others, and obviously a perfect is going to push us a little bit more left. So you may well have, depending on the wind angle and wind strength, you may well have to adapt a little bit on the second shot if you have the tree in your way. But you're still going to get to the green for a very easy eagle and could still actually attack the pin for the albatross. 1.5 backspin, 3 bars side spin to the left. And the idea here is we're going to have the white ring touching the bunker and the ball guide missing by 1 green square to the right. For the drive distance I have there in the video, I'm playing this one mid-distance, 50% 25% elevation, mid plus 50. Like I said, if you do drive slightly to the left to get a longer rollout, then obviously aim to the right of the tree. You will then have to offset more to the right of the pin. Make sure your ball guide is still showing, and then just apply more curl so that you can get round the tree. It does vary depending on your drive, but you're going to be guaranteed the eagle there if you follow the instructions nicely, and you may even drop the albatross as well. Here we have another good chance for an eagle on this par 4. We are going to go with 5.8 topspin, 3 bars side spin to the right, and we're going to set up here a little bit of the red ring inside the left and right rough with the Apoc 5. Obviously ring sizes will vary, so you could look at the second bounce, but give yourself a bit of room away from the rough with your landing position. We are then going to adjust mid plus 10, and I'm going to adjust this one using power 4 numbers. So mid plus 10, power 4. Then I'm going to go with 1 ball of curl to the right. So look at the edge of the Kingmaker, touching the outside of the wall on the right hand side. Important not to inadvertently overpower this one. Then we are going to use drive distance here. So get ready to write down your drive yardage. Here we have 336 yards. It is going to be around that figure. And then here we're going to play with the thorn. 1 bar of backspin, half a bar side spin to the left. Then we set up here with the ball guide, you will see here, just through the hole with the thorn level 9, aiming right at the pin. Now zoom in, you see there I'm slightly off to the left, so I'm just going to shunt over to the right, and checking the tip of the ball guide is slightly through the hole, so we don't want to go short in line. 336 yards on the drive. This one is going to be 88% slider with 35% elevation, power 3 settings. So remember to change back to power 3 after your drive. Obviously 2% per yard. If you're further away, obviously you're adding to the slider value. If you're nearer, having a longer drive, then you'll play slightly less on the slider. Check out the Academy tutorials for more information, and good luck. Full credit to Brandon Burke for this one. It is a previous wind angle, so it's a shot we already have in the guide team, and this is a brilliant setup from Brandon. No movement target, 3.5 backspin, half a bar of left spin with our sniper and the Kingmaker. As always, try and keep the wind below 8 miles an hour. The adjustment is max plus 20. What I did forget to do here was take away 0.1, and you'll see we do need to do that because I do drop this right edge. So it's max plus 20 minus 0.1, power 3 numbers, small 1159 on the pull. But even with me forgetting to deduct 0.1, we do sneak it in right edge. So good chance on this tricky par 3. If you are enjoying the free content here on the channel and want to help out and keep everything free, then please consider making a small donation. All donations are gratefully received and help me out here on the channel, as all of the content here is produced for free in my own spare time. You can do that in one of 3 ways. You can hit the thanks button here on YouTube, you can make a PayPal donation via the link in the description down below, or you can also join us over on Patreon. Details at the end of the video. Albatross time here on this par 5, and I do think it's time that we push the drive a little bit here and even risk the glitch roll. Setting up with the quarterback, half of the white ring inside the rough at max. Then we're going to switch to the rock level 8+. I go with 2.8 top spin, 3 left spin. I do want to push this drive to be able to play the rough bump, and I do think the gamble is going to pay off. I have not caught the glitch roll in all my testing so far this morning. Max plus 5, power 3, max curl to the left, and just before the overpower circle glitches there, which for me, without using grid lines, I class that as no overpower. So just look for that circle to drop and then find the point before it does when you add your curl. 328 yards, anywhere around 325 to 330 is going to be fine, because we can play the rough bump without adjusting into overpower. 5.5 top spin, 3 right spin. Add spin, get the ball guide just going through the hole. Then we are going to use plus yardage here. True club distance, -5. Push the rings, otherwise you'll have to zoom out quite a lot to adjust. So push your rings to adjust. So for a plus 2 yards here with Sniper 10, I'm going 75% slider, -5 elevation. Perfect ball here is going to have a very, very good chance of dropping, in my opinion, and you'll see why here. I do think it is worth pushing that drive just to have a go at this rough pump, because it is going to guarantee you the best chance rather than bouncing over. And here we drop it for a lovely albatross. Good luck, guys, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now. Thanks very much for watching this video here on the channel. If it has helped you in any way, please consider sharing it amongst your friends and clanmates in the game. Join us also on Facebook. Head over there, search for BK Golf Clash and join our free group. Loads of members there sharing shots. Free guides are posted, as well as loads of other great Golf Clash resources. So check us out there. You can join in the discussion and also leave feedback on the game in general. Finally, if you wish to help support the channel and keep the content free for everybody, please consider becoming a Patreon member. The link is in the video description down below. Good luck, see you soon, bye for now.